this season?
I really loved last season, and I thought they did a great job sort of exploring the relationship between Caitlin and Killer Frost. And I think this season they're going to, and we're going to explore a lot more of Killer Frost's relationship with everybody in Team Flash. We're going to get to see her take the wheel a little bit more and see her not just, in the battles, fighting the bad guys.
Are you looking to direct again for directing last season?
I am. I'm directing episode 6 of season 6.
So how are you feeling about that as opposed to doing it the first time?
Great. I loved it. Doing it the first time is a little nerve-wracking. Directing such a specific thing until you don't have a lot of opportunities to practice. And I loved it. I had a great time. I learned a lot. I'm excited to do it again.
Over these 6 seasons, have you had any bucket list moments? Like, if someone said, what do you want to do in your life? You said something and then you got to do it.
I think directing is a big bucket list moment for sure. And it's not necessarily something that I ever thought would be attainable for me. But it was very grateful.
Last season we got to see a little bit more of Caitlin's dynamic with her parents.
Yeah.
And one of the Easter eggs that they kind of left open was the meta test for her mom.
Right.
Is that going to come into play this season, or?
I don't know. I hope so. I do think it was. Season 5 was a long time to wait to finally really get to see some interaction between Caitlin and her parents. So obviously, I'm sad that Caitlin's dad is dead again, but excited to see if there's more story to be told.
Now, I know this is, I think it's embargoed until the panel.
Okay.
But I did hear you say that one of the bad guys for the season, there's a connection between both of you. Is that true?
In an earlier interview, Grant said that I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one, to be honest. We have someone new joining our show who I've gotten to work with a little bit already, and I'm really excited for him to be part of the cast.
So many great characters have come and gone from The Flash over the years. If you could bring back one.
Ronnie, duh.
Every time.
Every time.
Are we sure Ronnie's dead, though?
No,
We
I'm
never
not
saw
sure.
Ronnie.
It's true. I agree with you. Maybe he's just off on Earth 2 somewhere, just chilling, waiting to pop back up again. That's my dream.
It's the DC universe. He has amnesia.
Exactly.
One of the fun new things this season is the new Killer Frost costume and suit. So what can you tell us, when you saw the new suit, what was your reaction to seeing it for the first time?
So we've actually been working on that suit for about a year. It was intended to be a part of season 5, but there wasn't time in the story to really properly introduce it. So obviously we saw the tease at the end of season 5, and we'll really get to see it in the first episode of season 6. I love this suit. I think it's my favorite one we've ever built. There's a lot of elements that I'm a big fan of, including some stuff that was really lifted directly from the comic books, which I love. I love getting to play on that stuff.
You had a really beautiful scene with Carlos at the end of the season.
We had a lot of really beautiful scenes.
All your scenes are beautiful. All of your scenes are beautiful. So, what will your friendship look like in season 6 now that he's vibeless and you're Killer Frosty?
I think there's actually a couple of relationships there, because obviously there's Caitlin's relationship with Cisco, and I just think that's as strong as it's ever been, and I'm excited to see her continue to support him, especially on his new journey of being vibeless. But I do think the Killer Frost and Cisco relationship is different, and Cisco, I'm sure, has some preconceived notions about Killer Frost, and Killer Frost probably has some thoughts about Cisco. But that's a new relationship that we get to explore, which is cool.
With Arrow ending, is there any character or actor you want to poach for The Flash?
I love Katie Cassidy. We've made so many years. I'm sad.
She could work for The Flash.
Yeah, she's crossed over a couple times.
So speaking of crossovers, can you tell anything about will Killer Frost and Caitlin have a role? What kind of role they might have in this year's crossover?
I know they're still really breaking it and getting into the nitty gritty. Obviously, they've started writing it, but I don't know much.
Is there any actor then you haven't worked with yet on a crossover that you'd like to see or interact with this year?
Ramsey last year, and Danielle Panabaker was a lot of fun as well too. I feel like Killer Frost and Green Arrow might just all stay together. Might not know what to make of it.
the show has like slowly started having more female interactions, but it took a little bit of time. Are there any more that you know for Caitlin or that might be in your episode?
I'm excited for Danielle Panabaker to be a part of Team Fashion a little more. I think she's great and she's a great character, so I'm excited to see that.
Thank you so much.